Okay, so all we need to do right now is to write the functionality that is going to restrict the user from typing more than 60 characters in the news title. Okay, so before we do that, I just want to show you a quick demo of how our application is going to look like. Okay, so I have this test.php just to show you how it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to start typing. So I'll say Donald Trump, and you can see sorry, you can see it's telling to give us the number of characters left. So Donald Trump is set to make peace talks with North Korea. Okay, so now we have 4 characters left. So now look at what is going to happen. So if I say North Koreans, and if I type in or they say 4, you see, so I'm trying to type in 4 and it's not going. You see, now we're having this red border telling us that we've exceeded the number of characters. So if I just click and go back, we're gonna get 2 characters left. If we delete, we're gonna still get the number of characters left. Okay, so notice that when we get to the max, that is 60, we won't be able to type anything into the application. Okay, so I'm gonna close that out and let's try that function. Alright, so before we do anything, back to our title where we have that, we're gonna add another div with a class of input group. Okay, and I'll just cut it, and that should be at the end of this. Okay, so and we're gonna add a span. It's gonna have a class of input dash group dash add-on. Okay, and we're gonna put 60 right here, and we're gonna add an ID to it and call it left. Okay, so and we should add another ID and we call it title. Okay, so let's see how I'll just zoom out. So I'm going to refresh and let's see what we have. So this is what we have now. We have this 60 right here. So let's write the function that is going to, like as we're typing, be minusing it from there. Okay, all right, so let's do that. So back to the code editor, right underneath everything, I'm gonna open the script. Okay, and okay, so let's write the function. The first thing we're going to do is to grab the title variable. So title is going to be equal to document dot query selector, and we're going to grab that ID, which is the title. Okay, so let's add an event listener to it. So title dot add event listener, and we're gonna look for a key up event, I guess key up. Okay, and we have our function, and that's it. Okay, so I'll just tab this to make it look good, but before then let's have another variable. Var max is gonna be equal to 60 as 60 characters. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's have the next one. So var left is gonna be equal to, now left means the number of characters left. Okay, so we're gonna grab that. So it's document dot get element by ID. I'm gonna grab it by the ID, and the ID is left. Okay, all right, so let's try the function. So once we have the key up event, once that has fired up, then we want to do something. So first of all, let's go with an if statement. So if title dot value dot length, so we're going to grab the length of it. So if that length is greater than the max, then we want to do this right here. So we say title dot value dot length. okay, just title dot value is going to be equal to title dot value dot substring. So we're going to cut it out. Okay, so substring, that's going to be the function, and we're going to start from 0 and we're going to end at the max variable. Okay, so else, not PHP else. Okay, else if this doesn't work, then else we're gonna say left dot text content, since we can't grab the value. So left dot text content is going to be equal to max minus title dot value dot length. Okay, so let's try that out and see if it works. So I'm going to come back and refresh, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to start typing, probably type the same thing that I typed in the demo. So I'll just say Donald Trump is a good man. Even though a lot of people won't agree with me, he is really doing great for America. You see, so now we can't type again. Okay, so we can't type anything because we've exceeded the number of characters that we needed. Okay, all right, so the next thing we need to do is to change the color of the box anytime we've exceeded it. Okay, so let's do that. So it's going to be title dot style dot border is going to be equal to 1px solid and red. Okay, so probably let's just go with 2px so it becomes more bold. So let's save that. So refresh and let's try that out. Come on, load up. I don't know why my system is slow today. Okay, so I'll keep on typing, and I'm gonna just long press this, and okay, so once we've hit that, and you can see it changes to red. Okay, so it's working, and you can see it's still red. Okay, so we need to change that back to this, and I'll just copy this, copy, paste, and I'll change this to green, and this is gonna be 1px. Okay, so 1px. All right, so back, refresh, and hopefully everything should work out properly this time around. Okay, okay, so if I start typing right now and you just say hello world, so you can see the text is green. Okay, the border is green. That's because we haven't exceeded the number of stuffs that we need. But if I keep on pasting these stuffs out, and you can see it becomes red, but if it's still less than the max, it's green. Okay, all right, so this is it, and in the next lecture we're going to work on the categories. That's to display all the categories that we have in the database. So when we click on this, we should get all the categories. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lecture.